This is Laura Parker.
Okay.
So we've known each other. I love this woman. Cherish this woman. She is a walking, breathing miracle. And she has a story that is so miraculous that I don't even think she understands how miraculous it is. You know, one of the things that we really struggle with this disorder is the idea that we have these bad mothers doing really bad things. So there's a lot of stigma. And because of that stigma, it prevents doctors from wanting to talk to women, but more importantly, women from talking to their doctors. There's no perpetrators. Everybody's kind of a victim in all this, so we need to just do a better job. So, you good?
Yep, I'm good as I'm going to be. I think my name is Laura. I'm a mom, and I'm recovering from alcoholism. And I get emotional, but I'll be all right. I'm 43. My daughter is 17 now, and she has full-blown FASD. She was diagnosed here when she was 2. What happened was I was in and out of problems, DWIs, like I said, but I really thought I was basically a social drinker. I got a good job. I was making decent money. I worked for a courthouse in Montgomery County, and I started making a little more money with some lawyers, going to happy hours and that kind of thing. I dressed nice. I had a nice suit and those kind of things. But there are other substances in my story too. But my drug of choice was alcohol. When I was 26, I got pregnant. I continued to drink through all my pregnancy. I've been in recovery and I've been sober a little over 8 years. But at the time, my moderation isn't really the right. You don't know what that is when you're talking to an alcoholic. My daughter. Is now 17, and she doesn't read very well at all. She will be living independent. She will never live independently. So right now, she lives at my mother, right down the street from me. We're very, very active in FASD and the other things I do. But I continued to drink for another 7 years after that diagnosis, to the extent where my body just wouldn't take it anymore. And March in 2005, basically my body just shut down completely. At the time I did have my daughter, she wasn't there that day. I was using other substances and alcohol, and I just, my body shut down. I was taken to a hospital where I went into a coma. Basically, I had lots of vitamin deficiencies. I was drinking most of my meals. I was just very unhealthy. My body was not absorbing any vitamins, or I was also having some kidney failing. You name it. I was sick. I was a very sick woman. And I spent the last 9 months relearning to basically everything: reading, writing, walking, occupational speech therapy. I wasn't able to even write my own name. That was basically what alcohol can do to a person. There was a period of time that I couldn't really even be a parent because I had to focus on me to get back to her. I'm in a recovery, a 12-step program, and I talk about it all over the place. I go to group homes. I go to whoever. I'll go anywhere, basically because I want to send the message out there, because I know Karen and I have gone to a group home where they're all pregnant women. They have their children there, and that's a good place to go, something like that. Because there's also schools where also, you don't know when you're 16, and you don't know that you're an alcoholic necessarily. Kathy invited me to the Birth Mothers Network, and who I've been involved for almost 6 years, I suppose, and that's changed my life. Because basically, even all those years, and I would have drank anyway because I'm an alcoholic, but it's a it's a hard thing to carry. After being involved in the Birth Mothers, I've met some really, really wonderful people, and I don't feel so alone. There are doctors, women who are recovering, and that's helped me. I don't hate being so emotional, but I feel like if I'm not doing anything, then I'm doing nothing. So it's important when you, like I said, when you will go out into your fields, that it's how important that to reach the women, whether they're alcoholics or not.